Suppose you are studying in a class and your teacher asks you that you should count the number of fans which are there in the school. What will you do? After the school timings, you may count the same. Or the teacher may ask you, let me know how many girls and boys are in our this class. You may immediately count the same. Further, the expenses of your house are increasing every month, and you will analyze the expenses under different heads. How many expenses I have incurred on electricity, how many expenses I have incurred on say food items, and how many on mobile expenses under different heads. So what it will do it yourself. Next is, when you see the election results on television, the all the collection of the data is performed by the employees of the news channel. If you search the Google and find out the literacy rate of USA, it is 88%. Have you counted the literacy rate? No. This work has been done by some other persons or other organizations, and they have published the same in some books, magazines, or I can get the same from the digital data which is maintained by the search engines. So what is the purpose of saying all this? We give below the 5 examples of data that you can collect from your day-to-day life. Now these are the 3 examples we have discussed early. That is the number of boys, girls in our class, number of fans in our school, and electricity bill of our house. In all these 3 works, we have collected the data or used our own, we have got ourselves involved in getting the data. So this is the data where we are involved ourselves. This is the primary data where we are ourselves involved in collecting the data. But in the case of election results which were being shown on the television or published in newspapers or other magazines, the work was done by others. The literacy rate figures have been collected and published by others, and we are only using the literacy rates for the purpose of writing some note. So where the work has been done by some other persons, this is the secondary data. Secondary data. We will now read it about the same primary data and secondary data on the next page. Primary data. Primary data refers to the original data that is collected first hand for a specific purpose or research study. When we collect the data in respect of the fans or the number of boys or class, we are obeying the instructions of the teacher. When we are analyzing the different heads of expenses in respect of our house, that is, we are calculating the electricity expenses for the last 2 years, we are doing it to reduce the expenses under different heads. So we have a specific purpose. Primary data is collected through various methods such as surveys, interviews, observations, experiments, or direct measurements. Here we have used direct measurements. The examples of one primary data are 1, 2, 3, which we have discussed earlier. Now, what is secondary data? Secondary data means the data that has already been collected by someone else for a different purpose and is available for use by researchers and individuals. For example, the literacy rate data was collected by some organizations or individuals. They collected the data on the instructions of the government or the owner of the particular institution, so that the same may be published or the necessary action may be taken by the government to improve the literacy rate in the country. We are only utilizing this data, and that data is called secondary data. This data can be sourced from published materials, government reports, surveys conducted by other researchers or organizations, or digital databases such as search engines. Examples of secondary data have already been discussed at point 4 and 5. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.